everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Crafty Clegg. I live in the northwest of England with my husband Tim and our little dog Zach. Today is Sunday the 25th of October 2020 and the weather today is cold, breezy and bright. Perfect day for a Sunday afternoon stroll when you've had your Sunday lunch, which is exactly what's going to happen with us today. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back and watching my videos. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy what you see and you'll continue on my journey with me. What else? Did I tell you where you can find me? I don't know, I can't remember, so I will do. Good afternoon everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Crafty Clegg. I live in the northwest of England with my husband Timothy and our little dog Zach. Today is Sunday the 25th of October 2020 and the weather today is bright and breezy and it's just a typical autumnal day. The perfect day for a stroll after a Sunday afternoon lunch, which is exactly what's going to happen today. What else? You can find me on most social media platforms. You can find me on Instagram as Crafty Clegg's Creations, also on Facebook as Crafty Clegg's Creations, and here on YouTube. And I also have an Etsy shop, which I will leave a link to in the description box below. If you are a current subscriber, thank you very much for coming back and watching us, or me. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome and thank you for joining us. I do hope you enjoy what you see and you stick around. So, introductions all over. How is everybody doing? I don't really want to go on too much about the current situation because I want this video to be cheerful and not too miserable. So I'll just quickly run by. We are still in lockdown, or well, we're not in lockdown, but we might as well be because there's not a lot we can do. We still can't see our family, we still can't go out for meals. The same, you know, don't really want to go on too much about it. But yeah, things aren't very much different here in the northwest. The numbers are very high, the admissions into hospital are going up, and yeah, it's pretty grim. And that's all I'm going to say about it. What have I got to tell you about what's been going on? Well, if I'm honest, Tim and I have had what can only be described as probably one of the most worst months that we've had for a long, long time. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I don't know if any of you can remember. But last time I was on here, I did explain that Tim was having some problems with his heart. He was having chest pains and they diagnosed him with unstable angina. Anyway, he went into hospital and he had his angiogram done and all these kind of tests. And to cut a very, very long story very short, unfortunately my husband is now waiting to have a triple heart bypass, which is not the news we wanted to hear. And I have, before I came on here, and I did ask Tim if it was okay to talk to you about it, because this is one of the reasons, or the main reason, that I first started to make these videos was because last year, as many of you will probably know, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and I wanted to keep a track of my recovery, our life, and just something for our children to look back on. And so obviously this is another chapter in our life that we're going to have to go through, that I wanted to sort of make a note of, if you like, so the children and the grandchildren could look at it in years to come. So I have asked Tim's permission to talk about it very briefly, and he said yes, that wasn't a problem, but he wanted it to be kept brief because Tim is a very upbeat kind of guy and he didn't want it to be a mopesy, miserable episode. So yeah, so that is, I mean, there's other things that we could talk about, but we won't do because really it all leads down to the same thing, that he's got to have some open heart surgery and he's not looking forward to it, and neither am I. We haven't heard from the hospital. We're still waiting to hear from his consultant to see when that's going to happen. We think that it's probably going to be delayed because of the current situation, the COVID. And yeah, that's where we stand at the moment. I'm not going to lie, we've had a bit of a rough month. It come as a massive, massive shock. It was not what we was expecting at all. And so yeah, it's taken us a few weeks to digest the information and the news that they give us. Hence, it's almost a month since I've podcasted. And I'll be perfectly honest with you all, it's not something that I've wanted to do. I've tried to record this a few times today, believe you me, and it's not been easy. But I wanted to share it with you because that is what my channel is about. Anyway, with that said, Tim and I are dealing with it and we're carrying on. We're keeping our chin up and staying strong like we always do. I think that's what gets us through this. Tim and I are British, typical British stiff upper lip. Because what else can you do? We could either keep a stiff upper lip or we can just dissolve into a ball of mush in the middle of the floor, and what good would that be to anybody? So yeah, so that is why it's been a while since I've podcast, and that was the results of Tim's visit to the hospital. Sorry, if you are a new subscriber and you've just fallen into that, this is not normally what my podcast is like. I usually am quite, upbeat and we get on with things. And I did think about leaving it towards the end, but I just felt like I needed to get it out there and get it over and done with. So we're going to crack on now and tell you what else we've been doing. We've this month I've had a birthday. It was my birthday on the 15th of October. I was 50. I can't remember at first how old I was, but I'm 57 now. So I had my 57th birthday in the middle of the month, which was quite different to any other birthday I've had, obviously because, again, of the current situation. Didn't see any of my family, didn't see my grandchildren, didn't see friends. It was quite surreal, let me tell you. We had a nice FaceTime in the evening, all the family. That was nice. And Tim made me a nice meal. And really, other than that, it was just the same as any other day, really, but not to worry. Birthdays come and go, and then another one comes, so that's another one to look forward to for another time. We've been busy trying to walk as much as we can. Tim's been busy in the kitchen. He's made treacle toffee for the grandchildren for bonfire night coming up, and we've done a little bit of decorating for Halloween. I've just bought all the ingredients to make some parkin. I love parkin cake, so I'm going to make some parkin. Tim has been in the kitchen a few times dyeing up yarn. I've been allowed to have a go, so I had a go at dyeing up yarn too. And other than that, really, we've had a very, very quiet month. So yeah, other than that, there's nothing else for me to tell you about our life, unfortunately. Because there's not a lot been going on. I just hope you're all alright. I hope you're all coping with the current situation. I know that it's very hard for people, isn't it? I know I'm struggling. I'm struggling more now than I have been. I just find it really difficult not being able to see my friends, my family. I just feel like it's such a long time since I had interaction with anybody other than Tim, and that sounds really awful, doesn't it? Because I love my husband dearly, but we are used to having interactions with friends and family and going outside and having nice walks and going out for meals and the cinema and yarn festivals, and I mean, we've missed so much this year. But anyway, enough about that. I'm going to take a slurp of my tea and then I'm going to get on with my podcast. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is my finished objects. I've got quite a few finished objects. The first thing I want to show you is one that I've already shown you, but it was only half finished, so I'm going to show you again very quickly. And it is my Christmas socks for my daughter Katie. Again, my nose is itching. It always itches when I podcast. So these are her Christmas socks. This is yarn by Ellie from Craft House Magic. This is a contrasting, it came as a sock set. that's the yarn that I've got left, which will go into some kind of scrappy project. This is Ellie's ball band, Craft House Magic, and it's called Jingle Bell Rocks. Oh no, it's not rocks, it's called Jingle Bell Rock. It is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Are they not really nice? I'm really pleased with them. I was hoping, I think I've said this before to you, I was hoping to get some of these made for Timothy and I for Christmas. And if I'm honest, I don't know as if it's going to happen. We've got 2 months, haven't we, till Christmas, and I've got such a lot to do for other people that I think me and Tim are going to go by the by. But what I might do, I might buy the yarn from Ellie so I can make them in the year, and then we'll have them for next year. That's an idea. Or I might make Maddox's first, because I've got to make my grandson a pair, and then start afterwards and just see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, they're all finished. It's just, they're a vanilla sock. It's I don't know what kind of toe this is. It's heel flap and gusset and a 2x2 rib. Oh, I'm getting good, aren't I? So yeah, those are my Christmas socks to go in my daughter's Christmas stocking. So I'm really pleased with those. So that's my first finished object. And my second finished object, I absolutely love this. I am so pleased with it. I just want to apologise now before I start this that I've got that much around me that I've had to put some down on the floor, so I will have to keep bending down. So I apologise that you're going to keep seeing the top of my head. Anyway, I'll do it quickly. So the next thing that I've finished is my magpie hat by Debbie Ford. It's a free download and it's a lovely pattern. I really enjoyed making it. It's a perfect pattern for if you want to chit chat to friends on the phone or TV knitting, because it's just, apart from changing colour here, it's just a plain vanilla hat, but the pattern is written really nice. And like I say, it's by Debbie Ford. And this is my hat. I absolutely love it. I am so pleased with it. I've still got to weave in the ends. You can see some ends poking out there, and it really does need blocking, which I will do. But I really am really pleased with it. I'll put it, can you see? So we've got the rainbow colours here. I will show you the yarn. So this yarn is one that Tim dyed for me. He did name it, and I can't remember what it is. I will put it at the bottom of the screen when I find out what it is. Then this mini set was from Kelly at Lay Family Yarns, which I will show you. A little tiny cute ball band, so cute. The 10-gram minis, and it's held double with floof from Hedgerow Yarns. And then this pom-pom was from a company called it's called Artisan Ella UK. I will put her website address in the description box below. And what I did, I've attached my pom-pom with a button. I don't know if anybody else does this. So the pom-pom had long strings on, so I've just put a button there and threaded the strings through the button and tied it in a bow. As when I want to, because obviously I'm going to block it, so when I want to block it or it ever needs a wash, I can just take the pom-pom off and you know, it'll stay as good as it, because you don't wash these kind of things. Well, I wouldn't anyway. I don't know if anybody else would. But yeah, so that's my first finished object. It's my magpie hat, and like I say, I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased. It was done on 2.25 circular needles, and I used a mini set from Kelly at Lay Family Yarns. And like I say, the floof was from Hedgerow Yarns, and this was what Tim dyed me up to make the main hat. And I'm going to make the hedgehog mittens in it. Not hedgehog, sorry, magpie. I'm going to make the magpie mittens to match the hat. And this was, again, that was the pom-pom on the top. So yeah, really pleased with that. Really pleased. Very enjoyable make. So that's my second finished object in knitting. In crochet, it's all going to be a bit mixed up because I've got quite a lot to show you. So I'm going to show you all my finished objects, whether they are knitted, crocheted or sewing, and then I'll go works in progress all the same. You get the idea, don't you? Let me just have a slide. So the next thing that I finished are some pumpkins. I made some pumpkins. This was just a Stylecraft yarn. And it, again, I can't remember where the pattern was from. There's so many pumpkin patterns at the moment going around on the internet, and most of them are free. There is a few that you can, that's a paid for pattern, but I used these. I think I had this last year, this pattern. I think it was on my iPad in my iBooks. Anyway, I made 3 of those. Excuse me. And I've put cinnamon sticks in the top. I've put a little tiny piece of string around that one. And this one, I need to tell you about this one. So my grandson Maddox, who lives in Somerset with my daughter and his mum Justina, loves to go to car boot sales with his other nan. And he was at the car boot sale with his nan a while back now and ran up to her and said, Nan, can Grandma knit with this wool or crochet with this wool? And she said, I think so. I want to buy it for my grandma. So my darling grandson Maddox has sent me this, and this is what I've made with it. I have got quite a bit left, so I might make more, but this is what I've made with my grandson's car boot treat for his grandma. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Grandma loves it, and she loves a pumpkin too. So yeah, so I've made some pumpkins. So my next thing that I've finished is my little cotton rabbit. I finished the body, but he hasn't got any clothes as yet. Quite a few of my dolls or toys at the moment are naked. It's just the kind of month that we've had, and I'm not going to worry myself about it, but I will make sure that they all get some clothes on. You might remember the last time I made Marmalade, which is round about here on the shelf, and I don't know if you can see that far back, but she's still naked too. But hey ho, it doesn't matter. It's very warm in my craft room. I do keep it warm for all my toys so they don't get cold. But hopefully this next month I'll get round to making them some clothes. So this is Little Cotton Rabbit. Tim made him, I don't know if you can see there. Is that too close? Tim made him some reading glasses, because you can see both Tim, well, I don't know if you've seen Tim just recently, but Tim and I both wear glasses. So we decided our rabbit would have to have glasses too. So yes, he will have some clothes hopefully next time you see him. And he was made with Serda Sublime Baby Cashmere Merino Silk DK. And that's what I had left out of a 50-gram ball. The brown, the contrasting brown here, I mean, you can see how much I use there. Very little. I've almost got maybe 46 grams left of that one. So I could probably make another rabbit, a darker rabbit, and a chocolate rabbit with maybe a white patch there. So yeah, there's still quite a lot left of that. So I might do that. I might make another one. So yeah, that was made. And he was made on, I think they're knitted. I knitted them on straight needles. And I think it's knitted on 2.75mm. I don't know about that, but I think it was. So that was my little cotton rabbit. The next thing that I finished, I don't know if any of you remember, last time I showed you, this is sewing, I showed you this pattern and said that I wanted to make something off here and asked you all what you thought, and most of you opted for the ghost. Can you see that? For the glare off the light. So most of you said, oh, go for the ghost. So that's what I decided to do. And here he is. all finished. It's really, really cute. Now, I just need to tell you about, can you see his eyes and his face? One of the comments on my Instagram feed said, he looks in shock. He does actually look like he's in shock. But I just wanted to say very quickly, thank you to Paula from Stitched by Mrs D, who very, very, very kindly sent me in the post a gift, which I will show you later on at the end, where I show you the incoming. But in her gift that she sent me, she also sent me some beads for the eyes, because I was struggling to find them. So thank you very much, Paula, for my ghost's eyes and nose. And I think what I might do is maybe put a little bit of a thread here and hang him maybe from the fireplace for over Halloween. But he looks really, really good with all the Halloween decorations. I'm really, really pleased. I'm glad you decided to go for the ghost. So yeah, that's I don't know what we're going to call him. I guess the most common ghost for a name is Casper, isn't it? But yeah, I think I made him up in maybe 2 nights. I did the body in 1 night and then the arms and the construction in a second night. Didn't take very long, didn't take much material. I think it was a 18 by 18 inch piece of felt and a little bit of toy stuffing. That's it, fibre filled toy stuffing. And yeah, nice little quick make. So that's my finished Casper. Right, have I got anything else that's finished? I don't think I have. So we'll go on to works in progress. I'll start with sewing first, I think. So the first thing that I'm halfway through doing is my Christmas stocking. The pattern is by Molly and Mama, and the Christmas stocking is called Night Before Christmas Stocking. And there's a picture of it, and it's got a cute little mouse. Well, again, I'm behind with that. This was actually a make along and I got very behind with it, but then I thought, you know, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. So I have finished the front panel, and now the front panel is done. I have read through the pattern and now the front panel is done. I would imagine I could construct this and have it finished within half a day, really. So here is my stocking. Now, can you notice one thing that I wanted to kick myself? I bet you're screaming at the screen now saying, oh yeah, I can see it, I can see it. Look at this here. Bring it closer to you. Look at these two here. But do you know what? By the time I'd noticed it, I'd literally pinned the paper pattern on it and started cutting out, and I thought, it is what it is. I've got to just go with it. I was a bit upset about it because I had actually, I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram, but I had actually put a picture on Instagram of the way I'd organised it and I'd laid out the hexagons, and I thought, you know, I was really pleased with how I'd done it. And then for some reason, I don't know how that happened. Well, obviously it was a mistake on my part, but not to worry. So now I've got the front of the stocking done. Hopefully I can get that constructed, because I have made quite a few Christmas stockings. Not like this, not hexagon Christmas stockings, but I have made them for the girls in the past. And I think after you've got them cut out, they're very, very easy to construct. They're not difficult to do. So hopefully I'll get that done, well, by next time or pretty soon. I'd like to get it done quite soon. And then I've got to make the little tiny felt mouse for the front here, which I decided, I couldn't decide whether to do it or not, because it's an hexagon front, and I love this fabric. This is Trixie by Heather Moss, and I really like this fabric, and I was umming and ahhing whether to cover it up with a pocket on the front, but I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to, because that's what's on the pattern and that's what attracted me towards it. So yeah, so that is my hexagon Christmas stocking that's halfway done. The next thing again is sewing. Last time I spoke to you, I don't know if I mentioned that I was going to make, I'd made a Luna for one of my dear friends and customers, and whilst I cut out the Luna for her, I cut out one for myself. Everybody, I don't know if everybody's seen this book before. It's The Making of Luna Lappin. It's by Sarah Peel of Cool Crafting. And I've made quite a few of these. And I've got this idea in my head that I wanted to try and make a Luna like a Rudolph. So I cut out all the pieces. This is all I've got to show you, but I just wanted to show you because I've cut out all the pieces. I still haven't found any antlers yet, but I do know that they're there. I've seen them, I've just not got round to it. But I just wanted to show you because this is the first time that I've ever made a Luna fully on the machine, and I'm really pleased with it. Angela's shown me how to do it. I have in the past shown you on my I don't know what episode it was, but it was nearer to last Christmas that Angela showed me how to do it on the machine, and so I've had a go myself, and I don't know if you can see, it might not be the best, I don't know if you can see, but can you see the stitching? It's just a very small zigzag. I think I had it on 2.5 me stitch length. So this is the body, and it took me literally 10 minutes to construct it. And you construct your Luna in exactly the same way as you do if you're hand stitching it. There is a little bit of hand stitching that you don't have to do it, you can do it on the machine, but it's putting the pads in the feet that I find much easier to do by hand. So I always put the pads in her feet by hand. What was I saying? But yeah, but most of it is going to be done on the machine. So that's the body. These are the legs that I've also done on the machine. I don't know, it's not very good at showing. And then this is one of her arms, and so forth and so on. But yeah, to sew 2 arms, 2 legs, a body. I haven't constructed any of a head yet because obviously, well not obviously, but I've got to find a pattern for antlers, which like I said, I do know that they're out there. I've actually lost some of the pattern now. What am I like? Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that. Not a lot to see, but I'm hoping that by the time I've finished, by the time I film again, rather I should say, which I'm going to try and not leave it as long next time. By the time I podcast next, that will be done. We'll have that finished for you. I feel like it's all a bit disjointed and bedraggled, so I just have to apologise because I just feel a bit like I'm all unorganised. But yeah, I think this is what happens when you haven't podcasted, or when you haven't filmed, should I say, for some time. Even though there's nobody here in the room with me, I don't know, you sort of, I do, I feel a little bit nervous. And I don't know why, because you're all so lovely. Anyway, so I'll stop waffling and get on. So, work in progresses. So I've done my sewing. Now I'm going to jump over to my crocheting. Told you it was a bit disjointed, didn't I? So, I'm making at the moment, out of my book one, Peek-a-Pow. Everybody's seen this book, I think. I've shown this on my podcast before. I am making, let me just get, the crocodile. Is that not just, oh, I just love these, honestly. And it's funny because I was saying to Tim the other day, I don't want to show you anything else because it's a paid for book and obviously I don't want to give anything away. But I said to Tim the other day, I have definitely decided that I am at my happiest crocheting toys. And I am. I love it. I love being in my sewing room sewing, and I absolutely love crocheting toys. And he actually said to me, well then stick to what you love. Why are you doing all... I mean, I've really enjoyed making the magpie hat, don't get me wrong. And I'm really looking forward to making the mittens because that set, I do really like it. But I have to say, crocheting comes to me so much easier, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, I've got a few things lined up crochet way now that I'd quite like to make. Anyway, I'll show you. I'm making the crocodile. So I did the other day his head. So this is the crocodile's head. Tim thinks it's absolutely hilarious. He's got little tiny nostrils here and here. There are his big eyes. So we've got his head done so far. And then last night I started, let me pull it out. Oh, sorry, it's in my basket that I treated myself to when I went to house sit for Kate and Justina way, way back in February. That just seems like such a lifetime ago. And we've been in house sitted since then, but that just seems forever. Anyway, I'm keeping it in the basket. And this, because I wanted to make a girl crocodile, instead of doing it in blue and white, I've done it in pink and white. So I'm using, as it probably won't come to any shock to any of you, because you know that if you're an old viewer, this is what I love. This is Sheepy Stonewash. I'm using a 2.5mm Clover Soft Touch hook. And that is the body. And you go so far down now, and then it's the legs. So that's how far I've got with my crocodile. So that's my little crocodile. Love that, absolutely love it. When I finished the head last night, or well, not last night, the night before, when I finished the head and I was showing it to Tim, it tickles him. He says it's amazing how you can put bits and pieces of fabric or fibre together. He said, and it just comes to life, doesn't it? I said, it really does. It really, really does come to life. And hopefully I'm going to get that finished soon. I'm going to probably work on that this afternoon. And then my next work in progress is my Christmas blanket. I'm going to quickly scoot through this because there's not really that much to show you. Because it's such a, it's definitely not going to be done for this Christmas without a shadow of a doubt. If this gets done for Christmas, it's a miracle. But I just wanted to keep you, you know, so you can see how far I've gotten my progress on it. So it's my Christmas blanket by Kate Eastwood of Just Poopling, and it's this one that we're doing. Paid for pattern. And I am still on this bit here, which is, I know that's why I'm not going to go too much into detail. I just want to show you how much I've done. So I'm not going to pull it out all the way. I am now this far. We've got 2 lots of snow pom-pom, well, they're bubbles, 2 lots of snow bubbles now. I think I've got to do another 3 lots of bubbles, and then we're on to the green. Yeah, so that's how far we've got with that. That's double. So yeah, I think last time I showed you I was just past 1 pom-pom. And again, this is really, really, really good crocheting, or a really good project to take if you're in the car travelling, which we've not been doing much, but every now and then we do go for a ride. Or, you know, I have a Zoom meeting on a Thursday night that I like to join in, and that's really easy. I sit here and crochet that, or mindless, you know, crocheting while you're watching TV. That's another one. Really, really good. So that's me crocheting. And then I have one more that I started. I just seem to have had quite a bit of casting on and starting. I think we all go through phases like this, don't we, where I have to start lots of different things. Yeah, don't know why I've gone like that, but you know, don't matter, does it? Anyway, so I actually visited a wool shop. It's not, I usually, whenever I go wool shopping, if I can go out to a shop, I usually go to Black Sheep, because in Warrington, that's not far from me, because it's so well organised, it's so safe. Sarah, the lady who owns Black Sheep, is all over safety. You have to wash your hands when you go in, you've got to carry a basket, you can't touch anything. Everything about it is brilliant. So you go there and you feel, well, I do, I feel really safe having a look round Sarah's shop. So normally that's the only one I'll go to. Excuse me, but there's another one that's not too far away from us, so I did visit that one, and I treated myself to this. Another blanket. This pattern is by Serdar. The design number is 10141. I will put that down in the description box below if anybody's interested. And it's done in the jewel spun, and it's an Aran weight yarn. And what attracted me to that was the actual colours. I just thought those was lovely, warm autumnal colours. And as everybody knows, I love autumn. So here we go. This is, let's get it out of my bag. Ooh, I'm doing it on straight needles. This is the yarn. It's one of those really nice big chunky yarns, variegated yarns. When I said chunky, I mean chunky ball. It's one of those variegated yarns, and it's one of them you never know what you're getting, what's hiding underneath. Look at that yellow down there. You'd never think that, would you? Really, really nice. And then this is as far as I've got on. And it changes. It started off and it goes from, it has pinks and yellows and taupes and turquoises. Oh, it's lovely. I love it. But unfortunately, that's about all that I've got done. So yeah, I need to work more on that as well. This is one of my little stitch markers. Don't know if I've got any more of those in my shop. Little tiny fur ball leopard skin stitch marker. And these are, oh, what they called these knitting needles. Can't remember what they're called. I know that they're American beechwood, but that's the only thing I can remember. But they're really, really nice. I will, if I can find out what they're called, I'll leave the name of them in the description box below. So that's another blanket that I've got. And I'm housing that in my mushroom bag. So yeah, I mean, I'm never ever going to be short of anything to make, am I, over the next few months. Now, so is that everything? Have I shown you everything? Oh no, I just wanted to quickly show you. Again, I'm going to quickly do this because you've seen this before. But I just wanted to quickly show you my little mini mitered square blanket. I have done a little bit more on it than last time I showed you. So again, it's done on, I'm doing this on straight needles, and it's a free pattern. It's all over the internet, this. I got this idea off another podcaster, Jules of So Sweet Violet. She made a mini one, and it's just 24 stitches and then a little tiny mitered square. And this is how far I've got on my little mitered square. It is such, again, it's one of those, I don't know how to hold it up so you can see it. It's one of those makes that you can pick up, and it's 24 stitches. So you can pick it up, excuse me while I itch my hair. You can pick it up and you can make a square within half an hour, and at least you feel like you've achieved something. So I'm making it, that is how long I'm going to make it. So I've done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares long, and I think I'm going to do 7 squares wide, so 7 wide, and then I'm going to put a nice crocheted border on the board, on the edge of it, and I'm going to, all those ends, you've seen all those, I'm just going to leave them there. I'm going to get a really nice pretty pink or pale light fabric, and I'm going to back it, and none of those ends are going to get weaved in. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that because I did a couple of squares on that this morning. I had a very, very slow start to my Sunday morning this morning, and I sat with a cup of coffee and I watched the world go by and did a couple of them little squares, and it was really, really nice, very relaxing. Now, what else have I got to share with you? Oh yes, incoming. Like as I've mentioned, I had a birthday, and so although I got some beautiful gifts off everybody else, I decided to treat myself. So I saw this lady advertising this on the internet and thought, got to have that. So I treated myself. This is from, oh, I can't remember what the lady's called. Anyway, I'll show you her card. Her card is beautiful. The company is called Moo and Mouse, and she is on Instagram, and her shop is Folksy. And I saw this and I just had to have it. Is that not? So this is my Christmas project bag. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, I absolutely love it. And it's got a tiny little reindeer. I love it. And on the back, gingerbread man. Beautiful spotty. You know me with my polka dots. Spotty bottom. Spotty bottom. And it's lined with a beautiful robin fabric. Is that not lovely? So that was one incoming. That was my treat. For my birthday, Timothy did buy me a Sizzix machine. It's down here on the floor. I'm not going to get it up. It's too big. He bought me a Sizzix machine, which I've been wanting for a while. And and ahed whether I'd ever get round to using it or what would I use it for. Anyway, I did a little bit of research and I thought, you know what? It's what I want. And he did keep asking me what I wanted for my birthday, so I decided, let's just go for it. So I'll let him get me a Sizzix machine. So I'm really, really looking forward to having a play with that. And then the next incoming thing, these are all what people have bought me. I might have shown you this. I think I have shown you this. It's another pattern by Molly and Mama. And I bought this a while ago and wanted to make this sewing case. It's got some nice embroidery on the front. And it's a lovely, lovely sewing case. I love doing my English paper piecing. So I wanted, you know, I do want quite a few different cases. I'd like to be able to, I've got a couple of patterns that I might make. This being one of them, for housing all my hand stitching and stuff, you know, needles and cottons and things. But I actually wanted to make it in the material that it was made in. It's not a very good picture, you can't really see it because it's quite light, but it's all Tilda tea towel basic fabric. Anyway, I was flicking through the internet a couple of weeks back and I said to Tim, oh, I like this. I found a fabric pack that you can treat me to for my birthday. So I'll be able to make my sewing case. And I've got the Tilda tea towel fabric pack. So it's not exactly what the lady used in the pattern, but there's enough colours there, isn't there, for me to be able to make my sewing bag. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. So Timothy bought me that for my birthday as well, so I can make my sewing case. And then my who bought me this? This was a gift from my stepson and his wife and the girls. They bought me a nice knitting book. This is by Jenny Watson and it's from King Cole. It's the Super Soft Alpaca Chunky book. And there's some beautiful, I mean, it's paid for books, so I'm not going to go into detail again, but there's some beautiful patterns in it. Some shawls and hats, and look at that cowl. Yeah, really, really nice. And they bought me, to go with the book, they bought me some of the King Cole Superfine Alpaca Chunky. And this is beautiful. It's so soft. It really is soft. So they've bought me 3 of those. So that was another gift that I got. And they also bought me a batik swirl. Now, when I used to work at Angela's, Angela sold these, and I ummed and ahed about buying one, and I could never make my mind up. And you know, when you work somewhere, you think, I'll get one next week, I'll get one next week, and I never ever got round to doing it. So I was really, really pleased when they bought me one of these. And on the ball band is, there you go, the light's blowing out. On the ball band, you get a free pattern, and this one is for a cowl. So I think I probably will make that. Yeah, really, really nice colours, like deep reds and peaches and taupe. Light cream rather, not taupe, is it? Would you say that's light cream? Anyway, yeah. It's called Coral Reef, and the colour is 3739. So yeah, that's something else. I'm going to be very busy, aren't I? And then, as you all know, I am in a mini skein club, which is the Beatrix Potter. And this month's rather, are these two. I have got so many minis now, I'm going to have to start using them and doing something with them. So yeah, really like them. Them were my 2 minis from this month. And then last but not least, Tim decided that he would treat me to a subscription. I have been last month I treated myself to a magazine called the Embroidery, because I do want to learn to do, I can do a little bit, but I want to get better at hand embroidery. Anyway, I decided to buy myself this book. And it did come with a free gift. I can't remember what it came with. I think it was free. Was it transfers? I think it was transfers that you could iron on and embroider over. So it came, and I really enjoyed it, and I really liked it. And then when we went shopping last week, this one was out as well. So I treated myself to this one, and this one had a free gift in it, which is here. Now whether I'll get round to doing that, I don't know. That's a little wall hanging for Christmas. But there's some beautiful, beautiful work that you can do in this. I mean, look at that on the front page. Oh, I would love to do that. So I was looking through this one, and there was a little insert saying that if you subscribed to 6 months, you got it for such a price. So I said to Tim, oh, that's so cheap, I'm going to do that. And he said, let me do that for you. I'll do that for you for your birthday. So I had that as well. And then when we'd signed up, we realised you got a free gift as well, which was, I don't know, so many reels of cotton. So it was a double surprise. So yeah, that's another gift that I got for him, and also another rabbit hole I'm going to go down, because I would imagine, yeah, I'll be doing more embroidery too. And then I just wanted to show you what the lovely, lovely Paula from Stitched by Mrs. D sent me. That woman is just so sweet. She's just such a lovely lady. Her podcast is wonderful. Her work is wonderful. She's nice. She's just a lovely lady. And anyway, she knows that I'm a amigurumi maker. And she got in touch with me and said to me, look, I've got a couple of books here that I don't think I'm ever going to use. Will they be any use to you? And I'll send them to you. And I said, of course. That would be so nice. Thank you. Now, do you remember the ghost that I shown you, the eyes? Well, in this parcel, not only did she send me these books, but she also sent me some eyes for my dolls. Which, thank you so much, Paula. Honestly, it meant so much to me. And it come at a really good time where a bit of post really picked me up. It only takes a little bit, doesn't it? But it really did. So thank you so much, Paula. I really do appreciate it. So she sent me, are you ready for this? This book. Now, I went to a show with Angela last year, and the lady who wrote this book and sells this yarn was there, and her stuff is phenomenal. It's beautiful, but it's very, very expensive. Very expensive. Mabel Bunny & Co. It's by Claire Glader, and the creatures that are in it, they're just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. this is what I would love to make. I'm not going to show you too much in the book because obviously, again, it's a paid for book. But that is what I'm going to make first. Now, I was flicking through this book and it uses chunky yarn. So, yeah. But you need a contrasting colour. So what I think I might do is I might have a nip to the wool shop. I know where they got this from. And I think you need 3 balls of this. Are they 50-gram balls? Oh no. I need 4 balls of this so I can get another one of that. And then, oh excuse me. Oh, I've got hiccups. And so I could use that. And then I can get a contrasting colour. And I can make Mabel. Now you can make a smaller Mabel, which I might do because that one's in grey, but yes. So she sent me this book. Thank you so much, Paula. I love it. But then if that wasn't enough, she sent me this book too, which again is a really, really expensive book. Beautifully written. Love all the patterns inside it. I was just blown away by it all. There's just so much to do. So many different. Those are all the different patterns. I love it. I love it. I know I keep going on, but thank you again, Paula. So kind. So kind. Yeah, I feel like it's been a really disjointed episode, so please forgive me. I promise next time I'll be better. I have been working up to this, as you can imagine. Anyway, yeah. So the next thing, just quickly, I've got a couple of announcements that I want to make and a little bit of a shop update. I did update my shop. I think it was Thursday or Friday last week, I can't remember. And I have sold a few of the items that I've put in, but I have got a few left. So I'll just show you what we've got left in the shop, or some of the new items that have gone in. I've made a few bags. I've had a bit of a splurge on animals at the moment. I don't know why, but I have had a cat splurge. So we've got this one, which is a zipper pouch. So it's box bottom, zipper pouch with a carry handle, and it's lined with large cream and taupe gingham. Where's the zip on there? And a nylon zipper is that one. And then exactly the same but drawstring. Same lining. It's got a little carabiner and some waxed braided nylon cord for drawstrings. I love this one. I love this little set. This is one that I've done as a little set. So this one is tiny flowers, and it's got a contrasting bottom, or base should I say, with polka dot and silk ribbon as a drawstring. And then I've made a matching pouch. I loved that. So I just had enough material left over to do a matching pouch. So I've done a matching pouch, and I've also done a lavender pouch. So there's that one there, which I think is quite nice. And then this is my favourite. I absolutely love this bag. I love this fabric. I have had a look for other designs, and they have got some other designs that I think I'm going to get in for Christmas. And it's this one. This is my small drawstring, and it's a needle cord corduroy. You see that? Can you see it? It's got really pretty cats and flowers. It's lined with a navy blue, what's it called, this fabric? I think it's no, I'm not going to say because I don't know. Anyway, it's fully lined, and it's got my little label on with, again, the wax braided drawstring cord. Anyway, so that's that one. And I just wanted to show you, I have decided that for Christmas I am going to put some little kits together for, people who want to maybe buy a little time, you know, don't want to spend lots of money, but just a little gift for your friend who's a knitter. Or anyway, what I decided to do, I've decided to make some DPN cozies. And what I've done is I've made a DPN cosy with a set of stitch markers, cat stitch markers, I can't keep them still. There you go. And a little, is it that way up? Sorry. And a little lavender pouch. And I just thought, isn't that nice little set for wrapping up for under the tree for a friend or a stocking stuffer? Anyway. So yeah, I've only got that one in my shop at the moment, but I do think I'm going to put some more of them in. So that's that. I've also, and again I've sold out of all my Christmas ones of these, and I've only got 5 left of these now. But what I've done is I've put some, I have got so many scraps of fabric, and if I live till 100 I'll never get through them all. So I've decided that I'm going to sell them off. And so I've made scrap bags up. They are 100 grams, and some of them I've got quite large pieces in that you could make plenty of stuff with. And I've tried to mix it up as best that I can, but I've decided that I'm gonna, well, I decided a while ago that I was gonna put these in my shop, and they're just scrap bags with all different kinds of fabric in. Some of them have got big pieces like this. Some of them have got small pieces. That's a little bit of the cat fabric I've just been showing you. That's some of the hedgehog fabric that I use. There's all sorts. But the only thing is, I can't guarantee which one you're going to get. If you decide to buy one, it's just first come, first served. I put them on the side like that, and the next person that orders, I just take them off the top. So there's 5 more of them left if anybody is interested. And then last but not least, I have to show you what Tim's been cooking up in the kitchen. He's absolutely hilarious when it comes to dyeing. He's been dyeing yarns. He's loving it. It's keeping him busy. It's giving him a purpose at the moment, and he just really enjoys it. But he's like, I'm not allowed in. It's like, what are you doing in here? Get out. This is my job. So the other day when he was dying, I said to him, this isn't fair, I want to have a go. Anyway, he did let me have a go, and you can see he's getting all worked up. He wants to stop me doing what I'm doing so we can get on with what he wants to do. Anyway, I had to go. And these are all sock sets. I'm going to put them in my shop. I have got some in at the moment, but I am going to put these in my shop, and I'm going to do them, you know, at a reasonable price, because thing is, Tim and I are no indie dyers. We only do it for fun. We don't intend to be, we don't pretend to be. It's just fun, and it's just something that I like to put in my shop. So he let me have a go at dyeing a sock set, and here it is. I love these colours. This is all 75% wool, 25% nylon, so it's all sock yarn, ideal for sock. I guess you could buy it for shawls or any other thing that you want to make, but we've put them or I've put them together as a sock set. So this is what he allowed me to dye, and this is what he's called it: unsupervised child's play. That's what this is called, unsupervised child's play. Because when I dyed, he says to me, where's your recipe? I said, recipe for what? He said, for dyeing. I said, I'm good on a recipe for dyeing. I said, I just did what I fancied. Oh, he said, you're like a child. So this is hence unsupervised child's play. So this is the one that I was allowed to do, which I love it. I absolutely love it. So there's that one. Then there's this one that Tim did, of course. And again, I love this one. This is very, very similar to the yarn that he dyed for me. And this one's called Putra and Pandemonium, which is a nice one. Then there's this, oops, it's come undone. Bear with me 1 second. Then there's this one, which is called Fudge Brownie with Sprinkles. And then last but not least, there's this one. which is called Magpie Meadow. Nice, aren't they? I think he does a really good job. I think he does a really, really superb job. I'll just have a little bit of me. Right, and last but not least, let me just have a look at my notes that I haven't really... Oh yeah, because of what's happened this month, we've had a bit of, I won't go again, but we've had a bit of a horrible month. So as you can see, I haven't got any new glasses. I never got round to doing that. Our living room and dining room still don't have any curtains up, but that doesn't matter. It is what it is, and you know. I just want to let everybody know that I have had a little go at making some tutorials. I've uploaded part 1 and part 2, and hopefully by the end of this day part 3 will be up and you'll be able to finish off your acorn. I'm not very professional at it by any way, shape or form, so I've said it on the introductory, please be kind. If there's anything that you think I might be able to add that will be useful to you, just let me know and I'll try and do it better the next one that I do. And last but not least, I just want to talk a little bit about my subscribers. Last time I looked, I think I was on about 851, 52, something like that. And I've decided that I'm going to do a giveaway. But because it's so close to all the holidays now, I've decided that when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. And quite a good giveaway, or quite a big giveaway. I'm going to do a 12-day advent. Not the one that we sent out last month. This is going to be one that I will put together for you. I will get Tim to dye you a skein of yarn, whether you want a sock set or whether you want a set to do a shawl, or we'll just do you a set of yarn. So Tim will dye you some yarn, I will make you a Christmas project bag, and we will pop 12 gifts in it. So it'll be like a 12-day advent. And I will draw that when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully I will reach 1,000 subscribers by the 1st of December. If not, I will draw a winner and get the gift out to the winner before the 1st of December, because there would be no point in that. So what I'd like you to do is, all you need to do is subscribe, like, and comment on, I guess, this video really. Yeah, on this video. So subscribe, like and comment, and in the comments all I want you to do is put giveaway Christmas 2020. Yeah, I guess so. Or is that too long? No, just put giveaway Christmas 2020, and then I'll get the random generator to choose a winner, and I will hopefully choose a winner by the 1st of December. If not, like I say, I will get it out to you. We will, even if we don't reach 1,000. I'd like to reach 1,000. Not for any reason other than, I just would like to have more subscribers. I'm not going to lie about it. And it just encourages you to join in and maybe get a giveaway. But that's what I'll do. So for now, I've rabbited on long enough, and I'm sure Tim's downstairs waiting to go for our Sunday walk. I'm going to say goodbye. Please take care of each other. Please be kind in these horrible times. We need to be kind to one another. Stay safe, and I'll try and not leave it as long next time. And I'll be back shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.